Hello and thank you for joining me today. Well, this is the Tuesday, October 1st edition of our video devotionals, and we appreciate you being with us today and hope your Tuesday's going well. And welcome to the first day of October. Well, we're in a little bit of an unusual location here. Yesterday, we were able to call around to our church through our phone tree and let everybody know that I was going to be bringing some supplies up to the North Carolina mountains. And so we kind of worked it out to go to a church up here about 30 minutes from Asheville, which is the hardest hit area of at least the North Carolina mountains in terms of the flooding and the devastation. And it's almost hard to believe all that's happened here. But at any rate, we were able to get to the church, and then they directed us to get a little bit closer to the area that was in the most need, almost to where you could not go any further because of the road closures and so on. So we were able to bring a 15-passenger van loaded down with supplies, and we just unloaded it. So here we are getting ready to leave and head back home to High Point. But wanted to share something with you here along these lines that if you've been at church any length of time, this will be familiar to you. We're going to be in Matthew 25. It says here in verse number 34, "Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me." So we're going to stop right there. So simple truth, a little bit of loud road noise. We're right here off of looks like what was a former roadside rest site area. And so we thought we'd come and just do a little devotion here right before we leave and head back home. But pray for the people here. But again, we appreciate all the people at our church who gave. And then there's been so many. As I was getting supplies yesterday, people would stop and say, are you headed up to the mountains? Yes, we are. And just a lot of outpouring of sympathy and prayers for us for a safe trip and so on. So all that to say, it's very devastating. As of right now, the death toll stands at 130, and there will be probably more. As I was talking to one of the assistant pastors there at the church in Marion, and he would look up every time a helicopter would go over. He says, "You see all those helicopters?" He says, "That's all day long." He says, "They're either airlifting people out of places where you can't get to them, or they're removing the deceased people that have passed and perished." So humanly speaking, it is a grave situation. But we have a God that knows, and He cares, and people are really outpouring with help. So pray for first responders, pray for people who's got to go up into these mountains. We even saw there's people offering their horses and mules to go in places where even it'd be hard for an ATV to get in and check on people and situations. So at any rate, we're getting ready to leave the mountains here, head back home, and in our convenience of power and all the things that we're used to. And then there's people here have, in some cases, no way to communicate out, nobody to communicate to them to find out how they're doing, cut off because of the roads that are washed away, and just places where it's pretty much alone and isolated from all the damage. But pray for these folks, and we appreciate everybody that's praying and all the help that's coming in one way or another. So we will let you go, Lord willing. We'll be back tomorrow from High Point, and middle part of the work week and school week. And we appreciate you, and thank you for the prayers.